You know that commercial on TV where the guy had worn lederhosen and danced with a German dance group, but he gave up all that fun just so he could wear a skirt? Yeah, well, that didn't happen to me. Turns out I'm mostly Irish, just like my mom told me I was. I mean, even my English relative, turns out that's where he sailed from, but he was originally from Ireland. Now I feel that my American culinary palate makes me uniquely unqualified to comment on Irish food. I mean, I kind of thought that's why they left Ireland for America, was because of the food. I mean, who can really get excited about corned beef and cabbage? But you know what? Turns out that's an American deal. Yeah, not even Irish. They have what's called champs and cabbage, and it's made with pork, kind of like Canadian bacon. Yeah, you can blame that all on New York City, where the cost of pork was so high that they'd go to the deli and get beef instead, so they could celebrate their other American invention, St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, but that's a story for another time and another video at another day. So with all that in my wide open mind, we headed over to Disney Springs to Raglan Road for lunch the other day. Now, there was something I noticed at Raglan Road right away.
They're bigger on the inside.
That's right, just like on Doctor Who, it's way bigger on the inside, and it's really fantastic. I've always loved this style of architecture. This glass ceiling was over the main dining room that had 4 wings, each with its own pub-style bar. This one had served as an apothecary in Dublin and had been brought over piece by piece to serve a second life here. Okay, so it's a nice restaurant and all, but how do they do on the disabled scale? Well, I was able to get my wheelchair underneath the table without hitting any posts at all, and you had to know this was coming. The bathroom stalls were big enough, had plenty of safety rails, and the toilet paper roll wasn't blocking the seat. And they really do get it. Check that out. That's a wheelchair elevator just for the stage. Yeah, I didn't want a real heavy lunch, so I opted for the scallop appetizer. The large George's Bank battered scallops were served with a citrus lime dipping sauce that I really didn't need to enjoy my lunch. Now, Jean opted for the pancetta chicken sandwich with Dubliner cheese. Came with a garlic mayonnaise, and she got fries with her sandwich, and she was very pleased with both of her choices. Now, it was about this time I decided to check out the wheelchair access to the bathroom, because remember,
they're bigger on the inside.
I didn't really have any problems at all negotiating the wide walkways. But I was glad when I got to the bathrooms that I remembered that in Irish I was a fear. Now, returning in time for dessert, Jean really enjoyed her lemon curds with meringue, but who can argue with that? Feeling adventurous, I decided I'd mix it up and got the mini desserts, which consisted of something with marzipan that I don't really care for, and something with espresso that I don't really care for, and then something with cheesecake, and I gotta explain something here. In 1988, I spent the first week before college with my new roommates going all over the city of Lynchburg before finally crowning this little barbecue joint on Ford Avenue as the best cheesecake in all Lynchburg. And I thought the cheesecake here was pretty good. Okay, so it was first a road in Ballsbridge, Dublin, then it was a poem, then it was a song, but it's not part of Raglan, New Zealand. See, even the owners, the chef, some of the bars here are from Ireland, so you can get traditional Irish food here if you want it. But no, you can't get corned beef and cabbage. Live entertainment starts every night at 4 p.m. They have their own dancers and their own house bands. That's with an S. And we couldn't stay, we had to leave, we had other plans for the rest of the day, but we knew as we were headed for the door that we would be back here a lot. Emmy's watching, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.
Is it? I hadn't noticed.